Welcome to another video, guys. The mini set just launched a few days ago, and it's time to give you what are the best performing decks so far. Keep in mind, the meta is still pretty new, but some decks are definitely showing signs of being really strong. So in this video, I will give you all of the best decks for all classes. If you guys enjoy what I do, subscribe to the channel, leave a like and a comment under the video. It really will help a lot with the algorithm. Lately, we have barely been gaining any subscribers, and as you can see, I'm not exactly getting rich out of doing these videos for you either, so I really think I'm not asking you guys for that much. Right now, less than 30% of the people watching my videos are actually subscribers, and that really bums me out. I'm doing my best to give you guys the best content I could possibly do, and I'm even doing this video while I'm sick as a dog. So please, for the love of God, just click the goddamn subscribe button, and I will keep providing you with these videos. Thank you. Now, let's get into the decks. Okay, so now we're gonna start off with each class and see what are the best performing decks that include at least one new card from the mini set. Starting off with Quest Lifesteal Demon Hunter, and I'm very happy to say that I actually nailed the best performing deck out there right now, which is my version from my top 5 video just a few days ago, giving you the best decks you can try on day 1. Quest Lifesteal Demon Hunter is definitely a very hard deck to pilot optimally, but if you manage to do so, the results will come. You can check out my last video to see the deck in more detail, but basically the only new card is Need for Greed instead of the other tradable Viper, and this so far fits the deck perfectly. As you can see, we can also check out Big Demon Hunter doing some big demon stuff, but it's not really that much far from 50% yet, so keep that in mind before you start spending your hard-earned dust. Moving next to Druid, where Aggro Druid and Celestial Druid are the two big names so far. And again, I'm happy to say that one of the decks I proposed in my best 5 decks to try on the first day is actually in the top decks. Here's my version with the 2 Druids of the Reef and the 2 Moonlit Guidances, and I can say those cards really fit perfectly in the deck as well. But right now there are also other versions of the deck that also work beautifully. Here we only have 2 new Druids of the Reef and 1 Nature Studies. Here we still have 1 Farwatch post to play around Demon Hunters. Again, Druid of the Reef makes the cut in every version. Some people are trying the Jerry-Rig Carpenter with the split-up Soul of the Soil. We have a Cornelius version, and we also have a Smite version. So basically the core of this deck really carries the whole archetype. And you're still gonna be winning above 60%, no matter what are the last 4 cards you include. We also have Anacondra Celestial Druid, but it's nowhere near the win rates of Aggro Druid, so keep that in mind. And also the skill level here is very high again. For Hunter right now, we only have Deathrattle Hunter so far as a new archetype, but as you can see, it's doing very poorly. Other than that, Face Hunters are still king. And I do believe that my version of Face Hunter is gonna be Smashing Ladder as well, but so far that hasn't picked up. For Mage so far, only Quest Mage is still rocking it. And they're using the new Multicaster, which draws them free cards easily. I do hope that we see some new version of Control-y Mage, not too far from now, and I do believe there is support for it. But I guess maybe the meta is not too good for it yet. With Hunter, all 3 archetypes are still intact, with Handbuff, Libram and Secret still at the top. For new cards here we have the Parrots, and also Smite makes the cut in most lists. With Priest, Aggro Shadow Priest is back on the menu, and I even saw some big Aggro Shadow Priest last night. You can see that some are abusing the new Mr. Smite, and also the new Defias Leper fits perfectly into this deck archetype as well. Some lists prefer Kazakas, and other lists still prefer Gambling, so the choice is yours. With Rogue, we have plenty of versions to choose from, including Quest Rogue, Garrett Rogue, Poison Rogue, and Miracle Rogue. With Quest Rogue, we have Edwin back on the menu. For Garrett, we have Blackwater Cutlass making the cut, because it does make your spells more playable, but keep in mind it might not work so beautifully for you, because you are running 0 mana spells as well. We also have a Quest version with Smite in there, Poison Rogue with Smite, and a Miracle Rogue with Smite and Edwin as well. For Shaman so far, we have Aggro Elemental Shaman being at the top, and they are making use of the new Parrot for them, which repeats the last battle cry you played. And we all know that Aggro Elemental has a lot of powerful battle cries in it. We also have Quest Shaman and Menagerie Shaman, but they're both doing very poorly so far. For Warlock, actually Zoo Warlock is back on the menu, and I definitely need to try that. Quest Zoo Warlock is also out there, and we also have Quest Hand Warlock too, which is not really a surprise given that it got pretty decent support with the Shadowblade Stinger. For Zoo mainly we have Mr. Smite in there, and also the Shadowblade Stinger, which also helps you control the early game board. The new tradable shipment is also in there, and you can buff those demons with your Bartender. And for Quest Zoo, the only new card again is the Shadowblade Stinger. And lastly for Warrior, we have Quest Warrior at the top. but you already knew that, because pirates are everywhere. Mr. Smite definitely unlocked a lot of aggro potential for Warrior, and as you can see, every single Warrior out there right now is abusing Mr. Smite, from top to bottom, and so far only this archetype is using any of the new cards. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. I hope this video helps you pick out what your next deck to craft will be. Don't forget you can also hire me for some coaching. Thanks for watching, I'm Kris05, and I'll see you in my next video or stream.